Welcome to freedom. Now, those three words may mean something different to you and other people, but those three words to me mean something special and different. My name is Oscar Montiel, and in the next few minutes, I'd like to discuss what welcome to freedom really means to me. To understand this journey, I would like to go back to when I first just finished graduating high school. I was 19 and I didn't know what to do with my life, and my family really tried to encourage me to go to college. However, I knew that I wasn't going to be successful in college because I didn't have the skills required to be successful in college. So what did I do? I decided to apply and go to an adjustment to blindness training program no in Richmond, known as the Virginia Rehabilitation Center for the Blind and Vision Impaired. And through that training, I was able to get the skills required. I learned how to sharpen my braille skills, how to travel independently as a blind individual, how to work hard, how to navigate websites and navigate technology and all its many uses, and most importantly, how to cook and clean. Now, through VRCBVI, I was able to learn my true passion, which was technology. And through the many connections, my friends at the time suggested that I try computer science. Now, here's another thing. I tried computer science without even trying to look it up or do my due diligence or try informational interviews or research. So when I realized that there was a lot of math and science and a lot of coding involved, I knew that I had to change because it just was a complete struggle for me. So what did I do? The next thing that I tried was IT, which meant cybersecurity in this sense. Now, at Nova, the community college, I struggled again, and my grades weren't all that great. I left Nova heartbroken and disgruntled, but I knew that there should be another avenue. And now I was able to attain different IT certifications, which began with the ITIL certification. And that also led to my Security Plus. And ITIL is also the first step that you uh, start with when it comes to getting in the IT industry. Now, in 2020, we were all hit by the pandemic, but the pandemic for me was another change and another opportunity that presented itself. My friend and I decided to start our own podcast together. Now, unfortunately, because he started university, he cannot continue the podcast with me, but that gave me the comfortability and the ability to also work on my own, public speaking on my own, and talk about sports. And to this day, my podcast is still live. Now, this led me to my first job. And the first job came along for the Iowa Department for the Blind. And I remember this job fondly because it was my first job, like I mentioned. And I was able to give back to the blindness community. And I was able to teach blind teens about how to be independent, how to cook and clean after themselves. I even got to teach a career class. And that career class entailed how to dress professionally, how to look, how to talk, how to act. Also, how to navigate websites as a blind individual, how to apply to jobs as a blind individual. So I was able to implement the skills that I learned to what I taught. Now, at my second job, where this involved me giving information about benefits either via Medicaid or food stamps or cash assistance to clients, and it really put me to the test because I felt like after a month that I would just fail and flop. But I realized that later that year, when the company implemented a new website and a new portal for the customers to try to locate or to look over their benefits, that really gave me a spark for technology, and that really continued to burn my love for technology. Now, unfortunately, at this job, after a good year, I wanted more and I just felt defeated. Um, and here's another thing. My two closest friends in the world graduated with degrees, and me seeing them graduate with degrees and going after their dreams made me want more and not stay at a call center for all my life. And that led me to a return to my roots. And for the return to my roots, I was able to go back to VRCBVI as a life mentor and once again teach blind youths the importance of independence and being comfortable in their own skin as a blind individual. And that really also served as a catalyst for me because with my coworkers, I was able to make connections with them and they gave me suggestions on what to do next. And that inspired me to go back to school full time. Now, when I came back, when I knew that I was trying to go back to school, I got a recommendation from another friend and another colleague that I should try studying business with a focus on IT. And that was an avenue I literally told the contact. I never thought of doing that before. And that was probably the best decision I ever made. So after doing some research, I decided to go back to Nova to also get some business credits out of the way. And I'm very thankful for that because I thought, once again, that I was going to go through the same thing that happened to me years ago, that I was just going to go in without a plan. But Nova gave me a chance to settle down and really focus on this plan. Now, after some time and earlier this year, I decided to apply to Mason. And at George Mason, I just didn't know what to expect. In fact, I remember filling out the application and waiting for the application process, thinking that I wasn't going to get accepted, that I wasn't good enough. And boy, was I wrong. Um, Me seeing this message displayed here that I was accepted was a dream come true, and that anything is possible. So, to conclude, what does Welcome to Freedom really mean to me? It means two things. Number one, that first off, from tough to even tougher, to mature. Being tough is something else. Being tougher is another thing, but also knowing to when to be smart and try different avenues. And just because you've gotten to a destination doesn't mean your journey is over. Keep on going, keep on moving, keep adapting because I was able to exercise those demons that prevented me from accomplishing my goals. But when I realized that, yes, there are bumps and bruises along the way, but as long as you try your hardest and do your best, that really is what freedom means to me.